Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 Season 2. You notice there's no rain sound? I no longer have the sound bug. So, we're good in that aspect. Still digging up ground. Give you an idea. Working my way through stuff here. We're getting there. I've almost got all the stuff dug up that was that died. I just got a little bit left here and a little bit left here, and then we've got this batch of land here that needs to be dug up as well. Everything has been fertilized decently, so it's just going to take some finish work whenever we get stuff planted. It's not quite ready for planting yet. Where am I? So that's where I'm going there. So I got this tractor running over here. Forgot that we were using this. I love that tractor. Let's loop back around here. Because you know what we've been doing? We're starting to cut hay. Looking ahead at the forecast here. I'm going to have to do the animals coming up here pretty soon too. Forecast for tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday. I mean, it's all really nice weather. A little cloudy today, so it might struggle to dry today. But at least tomorrow it'll dry pretty well. So if I can start baling some of this ground up, or the hay up, whether it be late tomorrow or somewhere in that timeline, I mean, we'll be right as rain, ready to roll then. And with it being nice out for the next few days, I don't have to worry about picking them up right away. So we can start planting and doing some of the heavy work, leave the bales sitting there, and then just kind of pick them up at our leisure. So hopefully that all works out properly. I'm coming down here because I want to start I want to start cutting from right here. I'll probably take her in there just a little ways. Let's see if it'll let us do this. Looks like it will, because the field on the left is not our field. But I figured if we got the ability to, I'd like to go as close as possible. So hopefully all is well with you guys. I know these videos might come as a little bit of a surprise. It's been a while. I released one earlier, and now we got this one coming out. To be honest, I've kind of missed recording. I've kind of missed playing some of these games. Farming Simulator being one. Probably go back into the NASCAR stuff too. My daughter's been begging me to get back into Minecraft, so I'll probably get into Minecraft at some point here too. But streaming will be continuing. I'm not done with what I want to do in the Ark server. But once that's done, streaming may slow down. All depends on how things are going with the renovations here. And lately it's just been a case of I want to do some recording. I want to play some of this stuff, you know. It's things that we haven't played in a while. So hopefully you guys understand that that's kind of where I'm at with things. And just wanted to explain that to you guys. But we're going to see how close we can get to our goal of let's fill up those bale sheds as far as we can go. Hay, I know we're not going to have enough. We're actually getting kind of short on hay right now, so it's good that we're cutting. But straw, we're going to have a lot of opportunity to fill straw, and I think it would be pretty cool if we could fill one of those sheds up. It would be pretty impressive. So that, guys, I'm going to keep digging. As you can see, I forgot to mention too, the ground temperature is 41 degrees. I need to be at least 43 before I can start planting stuff I need to plant. So I'm hoping maybe tomorrow we'll be able to start planting stuff. We'll see. I'd like to get it in the ground and see how we can get things rolling. So I mean, if we can't plant tomorrow, then we obviously got hay to bale tomorrow. So it'll all work out one way or another. But let's see what we can get done. Well, heading back to the farm with this cultivator in tow, that's a great feeling. A really great feeling. It means we're pretty much done digging stuff up. Just about there. And now the fun begins. Keeping track of what we want to plant where. Keeping our planters full. It's only 46 degrees for ground temp, which means I can plant anything except for corn and soybeans. Those are going to have to wait for another day or two, but we've got enough to plant the way it is that I don't think it's going to be an issue. We'll probably be able to plant them temperature-wise before we're actually ready to plant them, is what it's going to come down to. We're going to be running the big drill first. We're also going to be running the corn planter to put in, like, I think sunflowers, stuff like that. We can even put in beans with that planter, and we probably will. See, I'm used to streaming. I was going to be like, oh, look at the list, because I got the list in front of me, the entire map, as far as what's getting planted where. And we'll get to that point at some point here. Oh, don't hit the shed. Oh, just touched it. But to give you an idea of where we're at with things. Keep forgetting there's a pile of manure there. We also got a pile of salt. Park that for now. As you can see, we're down to our last fields here. This guy is still cultivating number 33 here. 34 needs to be cleaned up, but that should get us everything. What I do want to do here, though, is I want to look at this and decide what we want to buy here. I've really been looking at this and seeing that giant field right there. Like, big fields are going to be beneficial to us for buying, just because we can get a lot done on them then. And just harvesting it, getting it going. But it's 335,000. So I'm going to purchase that one for now. What are we at now? We're at 193. Thought about doing those two, but I don't know. We've got these. We got all of these fields. These are little guys. Those are little pain in the butt ones. So I think we want to purchase this one, this one, and this one. And now we are under $1 million. We own all these guys. And we own those two fields, which are going to be a benefit. I often thought about getting this one right here too. It's not far from where we're working. Could actually get those pair of fields. Yeah, let's do it. And I think we just bought ourselves a farm too. So if we go here and we go to the garage and we go, oh wait, no, just go garage. I have a feeling we have buildings now that we could sell. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got a sheep farm here. I don't know which one. I guess we click on this and we go sell. I don't want to sell that. I want to sell the wrong one. You know what I mean? It doesn't specify which one. says we haven't owned them at all. Like, we haven't had any time on it, which is weird. Maybe we'll just leave it for now. We've got a whole lot of wool here. A whole lot of wool, I mean. We get a dozen pallets right here, which we're gonna have to load up and take out. And I think we got tagged with... Nope, he's still running. Okay. This guy is full of seed, so he's ready to go. So I guess the big thing now is we're gonna start planting something, and canola is probably our best option. Start getting in some of the stuff that's a little further away from the... oh, we don't have a lot of fuel in this tractor. I will probably fill up the fuel cart and just come service it in the field. The other thing I've been looking at here, and I want to see what happens. I'm curious. I've never cut hay for baling and left it in the windrows like this. I wanted to see what would happen. And worst case scenario, we can tether it out and let it go. But look at, it's trying to dry here in some of these spots. So I want to see if you give it enough time, if it'll finish drying the whole swath. Or maybe it won't. We gotta spread it out, and if that's the case, you know, it's no big deal. We got time. We can bale tomorrow. But we have canola slated for 46, 47, 8, and 13, which if you check, so it's these two fields and these two fields. So we're probably going to start on here, try to knock out this guy right away. But, I mean, this is going to be a big deal, getting planting done. There's going to be a lot of micromanaging, for sure. There always is. And especially if I get the second planter going here. But for now, I just want to get this guy going. Forgot how wide this planter is. Start up the planter, drop it down. There we go. We were on the wrong attachment. Oh, it didn't plant that very corner there. Must not have been touching the ground. Oh well. But yeah, we're just gonna run with this, and if you look at, this is starting to get planted. Fertilized wise, this will be, on some of these, it'll be the last amount, last fertilizing we have to do, if it's the darker one. If it's not, if it's this lighter one, then we have to fertilize it one more time, which is easy to do. And we actually need to lime this field and this field. So, things to do, for sure. I need this tractor, basically, because I have stuff for him to do, but we gotta finish digging with it. And I gotta check the animals too and see. Oh, so the extra large. Okay, so the extra large one is the one we could sell. So the animals are fine. So it's going to be that 375 one. Yeah, the extra large one right here. So we'll sell it. Make an easy $9,000, $90,000. Not that that's a big deal. Now we no longer have that emblem over there. So we should be good to go then. So I'm going to keep watching the hay and see what happens. See if it actually dries out for us or not. And we're probably going to have to run this guy out there so that we have seed ready to go. Ah, there it is. So I was just about to go out with this tractor and start planting sunflowers, I want to say. It's not warm enough yet. Let me double check. It's still not warm enough for soybeans or corn. Apparently I need to move the pallets with the sheep again. But I happened to look over here, and overnight all of the hay actually dried. So if you do windrow them, it'll take a day and a half to do, which is very realistic because it should take longer to do, but it will dry, which means I don't have to rake it, don't have to do anything. It's actually really, really nice. So it's time for us to start baling up some hay, I think. And I don't think I've done any baling with this tractor yet, so it should be kind of interesting. It turns really nice. But I think it'll definitely be a plus here. But I don't think, I mean, I know for a fact, there's no way we're going to get that bale building completely full of hay bales. I mean, we're talking, it needs 420 bales. That is a lot of hay land that we need to work up, and there's just, there's no need for it. Oh, it kind of looks like a straw bale. Not sure. I'll have to come back around and check that. But we're definitely putting some hours on this. This tractor's got 11 hours on it already. It's actually catching up with our other tracked one. Definitely, I'm loving this tractor. Just absolutely love it. I'm glad we bought it. It's so versatile. It's got plenty of power for everything I throw at it, other than the very biggest stuff. And I mean, that's what our big tractors are for. Our other one right now is planting canola still. We're 2 fields in. I did 46 and 47, which are those two that we were looking at last time we checked in, last night. There we go. I was worried about that corner a little bit. And now it's going over to either number 8 or number 13. I don't remember which. Those are the two that are side by side. And those will be the last 2 fields of canola that we plant. And then once we get the hay baled up, let's see here. I'm just gonna let him keep going here for a moment. Forecast looks good for another day or two here. Percentage of precipitation is as low as you can get, 0. Oh, we dropped some. Or we missed some. Oh, we missed some back there too. How unfortunate. Now let's come back around and get it. That's what happens when you're not watching, right? So I think I'm just going to leave the bales sit, and we got to get planting stuff. I could run the other tractor on the corn planter for sunflowers. But I don't know. I'd rather use this tractor. I'd rather use something that's not built for... This thing's built for row cropping, so it's designed for that type of job. And I don't really like running that tractor with the baler either, because the way it turns is just not very natural for the baler to follow. So sometimes it can be difficult to set that up. But I'm just going to keep working here, and I'm curious to see how many bales we actually get. It's going to be quite a bit. It'll be pretty cool. So I'll check back in a little while here. Well, it looks like yet another day we're running out of daylight. Working well into the night again. It's what, 8 o'clock? It's not that late, I guess. I've been out here picking up bales. Been doing some planting. Definitely getting some stuff done. And bales-wise, between these 3 fields, we ended up with 107 bales. That is probably about 30 more bales than I figured we were going to get. Which means, at the end of the day, if we get another whole crop worth of that, we'll end up with 214. Plus we got that little field over there, which needs to be, well, hopefully it'll grow here. And 210 is half of that building full. So there's a good chance we will have half of our hay bales full by the time we're done with it. Although I guess we're using it at a constant rate too, so we'll probably use them up and not have it half full, but I mean we'll be close, right? But it definitely means, I mean, I know we got enough straw, or cereal crops that'll produce enough straw. I mean, I'm not doubting that one bit. Just means that hopefully it won't take too long to do. So 10 loads is what, 160? I think we figured this out before. 320 is 20 loads. And 25 would be 400. So 26 loads would do 416. Which is 4 bales short, but we shouldn't be completely empty when we're actually doing it, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'll have to find out. The big drill I actually shut down for the night because that one gets really hard to see what you're doing in the dark just because of how wide it is, and with nighttime approaching here and it's the last day of mid-spring, it means that everything's going to grow, and I don't want a field that's partially grown. So, I mean, if I can't see what I'm doing and I can't finish out fields, I'm going to have pockets that aren't finished, and that's not going to end well. Basically, it'll be like, let's see here, if I go here, this field here I finished today. So the white is planted, green is basically growing. So hopefully it germinates and doesn't screw that field up. I don't know. We'll have to find out when we get there. This is load number 3. So this should be 48 bales, which is almost half of the bales that we baled. Which seems odd because I've only been doing it off of this field. I'm not so sure about that now. Although I guess 51 isn't that big of a field compared to the other ones. So I don't know. This field's planted though. I'll actually probably show that graphic again. We're doing pretty well planting wise. I feel like we got probably, I want to say, a third of the black beans planted, maybe a little more than that. Actually probably about half of them planted. Sunflowers, we got a ways to go. And it should get warm enough that we can plant everything starting tomorrow. Oops. So you can see here, we were down to, I think, 7 bales left in here. And we're going to have more hay bales than straw bales after this load. Without a doubt. We actually might be dead even right now. Actually, I'm curious. We've got 43 bales. Yeah, 43 bales. So literally, dead even. And now it starts filling up. Sweet! I'd love to see how many hay bales we could get. Oh no, no more space for wool at the sheep. That's trouble. I think that's the last load of bales I'm going to pick up today. I can pick up more tomorrow. Not a big deal. That's actually the guy I was looking for here. So, he's not doing too bad. We're going to run out of seed here pretty quick, which is why the seed tender's right over there. Not a big deal. I went and got a bunch of seed and didn't realize that our storage silo's there. We had a bunch. But if you look here, if we go back to here, so this is where we were before. We got these 2 fields of canola done. So the canola is done. Okay, black beans, no, we're not partway done. I was thinking of these being black beans. So I started here and got these 2 fields done. We still need 11 and 12 to do, and then we're doing 65 and 66. Because according to my list, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields of black beans. So 2, 4, 6. As far as sunflowers go, we'll have 3 fields done, because I'm counting 1 as part of 2. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 more to go, which is going to be 17, 18, 19, so big fields. And then our extra field right over here is all going to be sunflowers. And then we got a lot of soy and a lot of corn to put in. So that's where we're going to end up being. But I think that's enough for this episode. We've gone long enough. So I'm going to take this into later spring, and I got more bales to pick up. And I think next episode we'll continue the planting, but I think there's going to be some cereal crops that are going to be coming mature, which means we're going to start combining right away, and we're going to start baling straw and hopefully filling that straw barn up. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm not sure. All depends on what's in the cards for us in the weather here. So with that, guys, just hanging out here, planting corn as it starts to get dark, and until next time, as always, take it easy.